Oh, this is a video response back to you, Reverend Brown. Good email. And you wanted me to speak about seminary preachers that I know versus just off-the-cut raw preachers that's heaven sent. Now, notice I said heaven sent. And when I say that, I'm talking about pastors that I know that are after the Most High's own heart. Like he said, he sent pastors that's after his own heart with his true word, his true sound doctrine. You know what I hate to see, and I'm not talking about all of them do this, but see, like down here, we have the Southern Bible Institute. Hate to say it like this. So many pastors, and I'm talking about a lot of the older ones that have graduated from Southern Bible. It's like if you don't go to seminary school, they belittle you in so many ways because you don't have a degree, you don't have a doctorate in this and that, and where's your credentials, excuse me. And it's the ones that I know, the raw and uncut ones is the ones who are teaching and preaching. Don't miss that part. Teaching and preaching. What I mean by that, they are expounding and proclaiming. And they're not worried about a huge crowd. A lot of them do it for free. And those are the ones that's oftentimes overlooked. And it's a sad sight to see because you see preachers that have been doing this for years at competition with each other. Who got the biggest church? Who got the most members? Who got the best musician staff? Who's best dressed? It became a competition in so many ways. And I hate to see it. I hate to say it, but it's the truth. It's hard finding true heaven-sent pastors versus all these entertaining motivational speakers. And that's why I did an old video called "A lot of people don't want a true heaven-sent pastor. They want a motivational speaker." You asked me about Mike Todd. When you look at Mike Todd is an entertainer. The stuff that Mike Todd does to make people emotional, laugh, you know, whatever the feeling may be they get from it. And he even tell you he don't like to study. Why in the world would anybody in a right mind want to be up under a pastor who don't study? Tell you they don't study. And they love to do illustrations. See, this is New Age church I'm talking about. That's why it's hurting in these buildings when you don't have the fire and brimstone type preachers. Everything can't be about entertainment. He loves to make illustrations and doing the stupid stuff. And there's so many people in love with it. But when you got a pastor that didn't go to seminary school, he's straight taught by the Holy Spirit, doing it by the Holy Spirit, through the Holy Spirit, and don't want to be elevated in glory like a lot of men want the glory and want the fame and the fortune and all that. Those are the pastors that you need. And I hate to say it, but you got more satanic pastors. How many years I've been saying Satan got more churches than the Holy Spirit do. And you see more and more prosperity preachers, entertainers, even the musicians, a lot of them, they in with it too, a lot of them. They getting paid, they getting the money too, the ones that's doing it. And that's why they stick with those type of pastors. See, when the paycheck, oh, teach Holy Spirit, becomes bigger than the ministry, you don't even have the heart. First of all, why did you get in the ministry? What's your goal in the ministry? A lot of men got in the ministry just so they can get that paycheck. They can get paid. Too many of that has been exposed already. And that's why the Most High is putting the cover off a lot of preachers. See, seminary school, if you want to go biblically, you look at somebody like Paul. Paul had to unlearn all this stuff he was taught as he set up on the Gamaliel. Paul thought what he was doing right. But see, the gospel have to be preached. I ain't talking about the prosperity gospel. And if you're going to go by credentials and schooling, then you might as well erase the disciples. Somebody missed that. The true teaching was up under Christ. sit with him, learn from him, walk with him, talk with him, fellowship with him, eat with him as he teach. It didn't have to be no building. See, it's so much emphasis put on the building. That's why I love our Savior would teach, preach wherever he needed to. And it was up to them to accept it or reject it. So when it comes to all this, you need school. I say the same thing with somebody asked me the other day, man, shout out to you, Tweet. You asked me, can I find you a musician? No, really can't. This was just a couple of days ago you asked me that. No, I really can't. Because what they got going on in these buildings now, it's all about money. I ain't talking about everybody in all buildings, but it's all about the money now. And most musicians I know, especially you talking about organ player, they're not gonna do it no lower than 500. You may find a couple that'll do it for 300. But now if you ain't talking 5 and up, you may find one that do 250. But if you talking about service on top of service, coming back 3:30 service and all that stuff, of course they keep asking me, I just shake my head. See, I'm not the same JT. When I first started out, my heart for the church building, I can't even explain it. But see, I done been around for a minute and seen a lot of dirt, done left a lot. I don't have to do it. I prayed not to do it. I prayed for the Most High to continue to just bless me with my jobs. That I don't have to rely on no church building, because it's so much relying on these buildings. It's so much stealing going on. It's so much trustees got this going on. When I was ordained as a deacon, and when they asked me years ago to be a trustee, nah, I don't want no part of counting money in no church. That's just me. Because there's too much wickedness going on, and there's too many people want to fatten their pockets. It ain't just the pastor. You got people making deals with, if I come up, you come up. I done seen this stuff. And I called it out. And that's why people that know me, they'll tell you, that's one of the least paid musicians and humblest musician you'll probably ever meet. And done pulled his heart out and taught so many people, because it never was about the money. I had the heart of it. But when the Most High pulled me out, said leave it alone, just like stop doing the tutorials on here, a lot of people don't understand that. See, I'm not trying to do what people tell me to do. It's about what the Most High showed me to do. So on that note, man, I know I kind of said a lot and kind of tied all it in together, and it matches because a lot of ministers of music are pastors. So, but you don't need no seminary school to teach the word, but you do need to study it. You need to be up under the Holy Spirit. Teach Holy Spirit is what I always say. Teach Holy Spirit ministry is what I always say. And the Holy Spirit will teach you all things, as my brother D-Way would say. But you got so many people that want to know, man, where you go to school at? Where your degree at? That's man's way. Yahweh? Oh, no. You don't need all that. And they get mad and hate on the ones that don't have the degree. And that's what it's all about. What you got in front of your name? Doctor? Most times, not a respecter of person. All this putting doctor in front of your name, apostle in front of your name, you change your name to like this, man, this dude I know, man, the Most High rest his soul, I knew he would change his name to like every 4 or 5 months. He started out with reverend, then he went from reverend to bishop, from bishop to apostle, from apostle to doctor to this and that, man. It don't matter what you call yourself. The question is, do you know him? And do you know where you're going? Shalom, family.